Hey guys, so as some of you may already know, Urban Decay is going to come to Australia very soon. Urban Decay is going to be available in Mecca Maxima stores, I believe. I don't think they're going to be available in Mecca Cosmetica. But yeah, they're going to be released at Mecca Maxima on the 27th of March. So to kind of celebrate, I guess, I thought I would do a bit of a review slash makeup tutorial. Just talking about the Urban Decay products that I own and how I like them so far, so it can give you guys a bit of an idea of what to put on your wish list, or you know, if something's worth getting or not. But I will have to admit, I think I like most of these products. Urban Decay is an amazing brand. They do things that other brands don't do, like they do crazy eyeshadow shades and they do lipstick shades that other brands don't really do, and they just kind of step outside the boundaries a bit, which I really like about them. I think they're all about being like edgy and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm just gonna get straight into it. So I need to prime my skin. I don't actually have an Urban Decay face primer, so I'm just gonna prime my skin real quick. So I'm just gonna use my Urban Decay. God, I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Benefit Professional Primer, just around my T-zone. I don't know what I'm going to call this video yet, because it's a bit of a, it's supposed to be centered around Urban Decay, but I don't have enough Urban Decay products to do a full face tutorial, but I still own like a decent amount. I pick up Urban Decay products whenever I'm in Malaysia, at the Sephora there. Next I'm just going to use my Hourglass Primer Serum in number 28. For all over my face. So like I was saying, yeah, pretty much all these Urban Decay products are from the Malaysian Sephora. Even when my mum used to go without me, I'd give her a wish list, and it used to be predominantly like Urban Decay stuff, and I'd ask her to like try and get the Urban Decay stuff first, because that was the stuff that I couldn't get here. Where else have I got my Urban Decay? I think I've ordered some stuff from My QTY or My Quantity. I don't really know what the name of the company is, but it's like myqty.com. They have Urban Decay as well. So yeah, I mean, it's not that hard to get a hold of, but it's hard to buy Urban Decay when you don't get to swatch it and like know what you want before you buy it online. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Ultra Definition Liquid Makeup. I have had this for probably 2 years now, I'd say. I have it in the shade 8.0. Now, I have no idea how dark the shades at Mecca Maxima are going to go. I think this foundation goes up to shade 10 or something quite dark. But I don't know if they're going to be stocking really dark shades here. I hope they do. Mecca Maxima do with other brands, so I hope they do with Urban Decay as well. But this is just a really liquidy, like, almost watery consistency. Not quite watery consistency, but it's very thin consistency. And shade 8 for me is a great shade. I actually really like Urban Decay's, like, shade selection. They have really lovely warm shades. I mean, I can't really speak for the lighter ones, but like I was testing like kind of like the dark shades on me to see what would suit me, and they were all very warm shades, so yeah. I absolutely love this foundation. You guys, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you've probably seen it a few times. It gives me great coverage. It's like medium to full coverage, and it's definitely buildable because of the thin consistency of it. And I love it. I love it. I wear it every year for Eid and just full day events. Like if I'm going to be out all day and I need to look great all day, I will wear this foundation because it just sits so well. Like, it's kind of a satin finish, you know, it looks like skin, you know. Oh, absolutely love this foundation. I think I'm already halfway through it, but I try and like savor it because I wasn't able to purchase it before, but you know, now I can obviously repurchase it when I like. Hopefully the pricing is good at Mecca Maxima. We'll see. Now I don't have a concealer from Urban Decay because they've always had those glide on pencil concealers, and I wasn't really into that. But I did see more recently they've come out with like a naked, in their naked range they've come out with like a liquid concealer. So hopefully I'll be able to pick that up from Mecca Maxima when it comes out. So I'm just going to cover up my dark circles using my Marc Jacobs Remarkable Full Cover Concealer. And I have it here in the shade 7 Bright. But I'm definitely excited to check out the Urban Decay concealers, the new one, the naked one. And just to cover up a few of my blemishes, I'm just going to use the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and this is in the shade number 12. I've been really into trying to perfect my skin lately. I've been breaking out a little bit more than usual. So I've just been really into taking my time to really conceal and blend everything really seamlessly. Whereas I feel like I used to kind of forget to cover up these extra blemishes. I mean, I don't bother on an everyday case, but when I go out and stuff, I try to really focus on my skin. I think flawless skin makes all the difference. Okay, so next I have a few powders from Urban Decay. It was a bit of a trial and error of getting my mum to pick them up for me from Malaysia and it coming back and not being the right shade and stuff like that. So I have two of the Naked Skin Ultra Definition Pressed Finishing Powders. I have it in the shade Medium Dark and Dark because Medium Dark is a little bit too light and Dark is actually a little bit too dark, so I'm kind of in between these two. And I also have the loose powder version in Naked Dark. So today I'm going to be using these two. I use the lighter one to highlight underneath my eyes and down the center of my face, and the darker one on the rest of my face. That's what they look like. So they're quite different, and I am definitely in between these. And what's really interesting, I think I can show you guys. The loose powder is these are in the same shade, but the loose powder is a little bit darker. So definitely like test everything before you buy them. Like, doesn't matter, like even though they have the same names, they're different. This was obviously just me, you know, giving my mum a list on, oh, I'm dark in this, so I'll get her to get me dark in that, but it totally doesn't work like that. So I'm just using the lighter one in the shade Medium Dark to set under my eyes. And today we are battling with the clouds and the sun for my lighting. So now I'm going to go in with dark and just set the rest of my skin. As I was saying, this stuff is amazing. I really love it. It's so fine and I feel like it does blow my imperfections. I don't think they claim that it will, but I feel like it does for me. And now with that loose powder that's actually a little bit too dark for me, just going to take a little bit of that onto my favourite bronzer brush and just run it around the perimeter of my face. I'm going to try and use as many of my Urban Decay products as I can, although I have like 6 lip products, so that's obviously not going to get used, but yeah, going to use as much as possible so you guys can get the full effect. Alright, so next I'm going to use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is the main reason I really discovered Urban Decay, because everyone, when I started watching YouTube, was using this primer potion before applying their eyeshadows, and I realised it was why like my cheaper eyeshadows just looked terrible, because I wasn't priming. So this was like one of the first things I picked up from Urban Decay when I was in Malaysia. And lately I haven't really been one for eyeshadow primers. I've been more into cream eyeshadows to prime. But this is a really good one. I mean, it definitely makes eyeshadow shades a lot more vibrant, which is probably my favourite thing about it. And I found with the Urban Decay one, like I don't need to set it with a powder for eyeshadows to blend more easily on top of it. Like it sets so nicely, like use the smallest amount and it sets so nicely that eyeshadows blend just fine. Like you don't need to then put, you know, a skin coloured eyeshadow as a base on top of the eyeshadow primer. It doesn't need that. Now before I move on to eyeshadow, I am going to fill in my brows, and for that I'm going to be using the Urban Decay The Brow Box. And here I have it in the shade Brown Sugar. So it has kind of two levels that open. So the first level you open up and you've got dark brow powder, a light one, and a kind of clear wax. And on the bottom level you've got your tools. So you've got a little angled brush, a little blendy brush, and a little pair of tweezers. So I'm not going to use the brushes just because I'm not really into that. Oh, and you have like a full-size mirror on both levels, I think. Yeah, on both levels you've got a full-size mirror, which is great. Okay, I guess I'll use their little tools. Although I don't think I've used these yet. So I guess I'll set my brows down with the wax first. I don't know if this is the order you're supposed to go in, but it's the order I'm gonna go in. Because I'm not really one for like the wax, but we'll use it. And I'm just going to take some of the lighter shade on the little brush and start filling in my brows. What this is missing is a spoolie. Just going to use a disposable mascara wand. So there's a bit of a difference. It just really helps to fill in and soften my brows. So, and I've just been using the lighter shade. I'd probably only use a darker shade if I was going for something more intense, which I'm not. Now, as far as eyeshadow palettes go, I have the Naked 2 and Naked 3 from Urban Decay. I don't have Naked 1 because I have the Chi Chi knockoff version. So I'm going to try and mix and match these eyeshadows so I can use a little bit of both of them for you guys. So a little, I guess, debrief in case you guys have no idea what these are, but I'm sure these are going to be the first things to sell out when they're released on the 27th. The Naked 3 is very rosy tone, pink tone, like very girly sweet shades, and the Naked 2 is perfect for a range of smoky eyes. That's pretty much how I use them. You know, this one I think is very girly, and this one I just think is very fierce for a night out. Like, that's like my general perception of it. And I think the Urban Decay Naked 1 is just like your great everyday neutral palette. So that's it in a nutshell if you're not sure which one you want to get. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take the shade Chopper from Naked 2 and I'm just going to apply that all over my eyelid. I absolutely love this shade. It's just your perfect, it's your perfect lid shade, really. I'd say it's like a pinkier version of All That Glitters. Next I'm going to go into the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to take Nuna, which is a matte shade. Just going to apply that into my crease. Next, on a fluffy blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Snakebite from Naked 2. Just going to apply that to my outer half. If you guys have been watching my videos for a while, you know this is my favourite way to do eyeshadow. A really nice shade on the centre of the lid, and then just kind of work your way darker. It just suits my eye shape really nicely. And then to add a little bit more darkness, I'm going to go into Blackheart from Naked 3. These eyeshadows are incredibly pigmented, easy to blend, like they're just the benchmark for eyeshadows. I swear, they're just the most amazing consistency and so easy to work with. Like, I think if you're new to makeup and you don't want to spend too much on eyeshadows, I would just splurge on the Naked 1 and you'd be set. Okay, so since I don't have any liquid liners from Urban Decay, I'm going to use Blackout, which is the matte black shade, on a small angled brush to line my upper lash line. Alrighty, next I'm just going to use Strange from the Naked 2 palette to highlight my brow bone. And then I'm going to use Booty Call on my inner corner. Okay, next product I want to talk to you guys about are the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencils. Now I picked up this mini set with 6 shades just because I thought it was a great buy. I picked it up from Malaysia, you know, around just after Christmas time I think. Urban Decay do great mini sets, like little travel pack things, like they do great sets. And it's always worth like keeping an eye out on their sets because like it's just worth the money. Like I'm never probably going to finish any of these, maybe the black one, but like the shade colours, I'm probably never going to finish them, but at least I always have them in my kit and it didn't cost me heaps and it's not like a full size where I'm wasting heaps. Like it's just, I really love sets and Urban Decay do them very well. So today I'm going to be using the black one. This is in the shade 0. I also have the shade Empire, which is purple, Demolition, which is grey, or greyish, like a dark grey thing. Oh, it's brown? Maybe it's brown. Oozy, which is like this metallic grey shade, Mainline, which is blue, and Smog, which is like this kind of bronzy shade. But I'm going to be using 0 just on my waterline. It's so creamy and soft and like I barely felt it on my waterline. Like I usually hate doing waterline pencil because like I can feel it and I blink heaps and my eyes start to water, but these are so soft and from what I know like they barely budge, like 24/7 I guess, like they just, it doesn't say they're waterproof but they barely budge. Okay, next I'm just going to chuck on some mascara. I don't have one from Urban Decay, although they do have some great mascaras. I would love to try the Perversion one when they're available here. But for now I'm just going to use this YSL Baby Doll mascara. I was going to do falsies, but it's a little bit too hot today to deal with glue, so I think I'll go without. Okay, last, I have a lot of Urban Decay lipsticks. Like I was saying, they do really great sets. I picked up this mini set of 6 around Christmas time and it comes with 6 shades. I have no idea if these are permanent shades. You guys would have seen it in a haul, you know, a few months ago before Christmas. But again, I love minis, you know, they're great to chuck in your handbag and stuff like that. I really hope Mecca Maxima have some of the Urban Decay little sets because I think they're great. Yeah, I won't use any of these right now because I think I want to show you guys one of the permanent one of the ones I know are permanent because I have the full size. I actually have 2 of the full size. Their lipsticks are called, I think, the Revolutionary lipsticks or something like that. And they're great. Creamy, pigmented, feel great on the lips. And they've just come out with like this sheer range, which are the same shades, but sheer versions. So if you don't want that full opaqueness, you can just get the sheer one and it's just as good. Yeah, I have 2 full size ones. I have Anarchy, which is a bright pink, and I have Rush, which is a nude. So I think I might go with the nude because I don't think the bright pink will really suit this look. I got the pink because I couldn't swatch them. I had to give my mum a name. I was like, okay, well pink is a kind of a safe bet that it will look good on me, so yeah. So I'm going to be using the shade Rush, which I think I featured in a monthly favourites, I think in October, November. It's just a great nude for me. That's something I love about Urban Decay, it completely caters for my skin tone. I just hope Mecca Maxima cater for my skin tone, which they do so far. But I hope like they let Urban Decay bring over stuff. So that was my little Urban Decay makeup tutorial review collection video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions about Urban Decay or it releasing in Mecca Maxima or anything like that, feel free to ask me in the comments below and if I can answer you, I will. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. I make a new video every Thursday now, and I also take requests, so feel free to leave any requests in the comments below, and if it's something that I think I can do, I will do it, like, no questions asked. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!